From Appleton, Wisconsin, this is the Anderson Pens Podcast.
Welcome to Anderson Pens Podcast, episode 425 for Thursday, February 3rd, 2022.
We've got so much stuff, I'm just going to read it. We've got Banter, News, My Ink of the Week, an updated Esterbrook B, new items from Field Notes, the Sailorebonite sculpture pens in our hot little hands, a contest winner, a new contest, plus items from Retro 51 and LAMY that are coming soon.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Brian. You got one? I forgot to ask.
You know, I didn't ask you. I don't think I asked you. Did you have a New Year's resolution this year?
No, did not.
I did not ask you?
And I did not have one.
You did not have one. So, you know, a lot of people every year, they say, okay, well, this year I'm going to get into exercise. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to work out.
Very common.
So I'm doing something of the same. I'm working out. I'm trying to get out and walk a little bit more. And I'm doing crunches now. Twice a day.
Captain Crunch?
Captain in the morning, Nestle in the evening.
Very good, very good. What should you do, by the way, if you are addicted to seaweed? Sea kelp.
Oh.
How about some banter?
Banter?
What should we banter about? We should first... Oh, you were saying?
No.
We should first talk about the intro bumper.
Okay, let's talk about it.
This week was an Appleton institution, really. It's Jacob's Meat Market.
Oh, yes.
Jacob's Meat Market that has been a neighborhood grocery store and meat market since 1945. I think this is then their 77th year.
Okay.
There you can find Luke Jacobs, the owner, who is the third generation owner. All around nice guy.
Yep.
Always has a smile. Always a good word. Always a joke, at least for me. Groceries, meat market, bread, and bread from Breadsmith. And what's that? Peter Piper. What's the place? The bakery up on Wisconsin. Okay, that other
bakery.
That other famous
That'll
bakery.
be on next week's podcast.
Peter Piper. And he sells this. Do you know what that is?
Dehydrated water.
Dehydrated water. You just add water and you've got your water. And he's got this that I couldn't interest Justin in. It's universal blinker fluid, but it's for the left blinker only.
Okay.
And something that has saved my life many times are these
Air guitar strings.
Strings. So this is a window into the personality that is Luke Jacobs of the Jacobs Market. So he very nicely let me borrow these. Said I could have them. I said I'll bring them back.
He also has like his coupons in the local newspapers are like 17.5% off.
Yes, he does.
These weird numbers.
He has a fun sense of humor. That's what we'll say about Luke Jacobs.
$2.41 off.
Yeah, 17% discount, something like that. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yes.
Do you know what year it is?
It's Year of the Tiger.
Year of the Tiger. That was on the 1st. So it's new. And to celebrate the day before, I took a bike ride.
Did you?
Yeah, you saw me.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's spring in Appleton. Well, the other day...
It hit 20. The other day,
Tuesday, it hit 40.
Okay. It did.
So that's spring, isn't it? You're going to tell me it's going to snow 3 feet.
It probably will. We go through this every year.
Do we?
Yes, every year.
I'll look at the tapes.
Yes.
In addition to the Lunar New Year, we have InCoWriMo, which is on.
It is on.
It is on. Don't tell me. Aha! So this is your third one. And we have all these witnesses, too. This actually counts.
This counts.
Actually counts. How cats expand. We're going to have to just let Justin show that to everybody. I didn't bring yours. Yours is in the mail.
Oh, it's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
There we go. I'm already ahead of last year.
Yes, you are. So that's number 3, right?
It will be.
It will be. In other news, on our YouTube channel tomorrow, which is Friday, we're going to release your Brian Anderson's top 5 under $100 pens.
These are great pens.
Yes.
I like them. It was a very good exercise. I had a good time.
Yeah. Watch the video tomorrow, right here, same bat channel. And next Tuesday, Another Mr. Anderson exclusive.
That was Bat Channel.
Was it?
Not
What did I
Bat.
say? Bat Channel. Bat. Yeah, Bat. How to clean fountain pens.
Yes.
I watched you film that one. I liked it. I learned something from
Did you?
that.
What'd you learn?
Just give you my pens.
Oh, geez.
Clean my pens. How about my ink of the week?
Great.
Oh, great.
What is it this
what's-
week?
Sailor Ink Studio 123, which I found interesting.
Most people do.
It's very interesting because you never know. I never could figure out what it was going to do. Justin will, of course, show you my handprint and the swab, which are completely different. My hand absorbed all the purple ink and only put the green on the paper. And
You could see like a light grayish.
a little.
Shade,
I
purplish
say it has
shade.
some gray, some purple, and some green in it, and you never know how that's going to manifest itself, which made it for an interesting ink. I did it in 3 different nib sizes there, so we can take a look at it. Gray, purple, green, light gray with violet undertones is what I found in a nib. The swab shows a lot of purple. There's a halo of green. Of course, the handprint is mostly green. It comes in very nice square. Well, it's our ink bottle, dude, really.
Yep.
20 milliliter bottles that come with stickers.
What a cute idea.
Stickers that go on your converter so that you remember what ink. Not that you'd have any trouble remembering this thing.
Yeah,
But there are
you know,
many times I go, what ink do I have in my pen?
Yeah, the other day when I was flushing this pen for the video, actually, this King of Pen in my pocket, and I forgot what ink was in it, and I wanted to make sure. And I just filled it, and
I often forget what ink.
it'd be great to have a little sticker that you could write on. So that's cool that they include them.
Why did the golfer bring an extra pair of pants? In case they got a hole in one.
First up, Brian, we have something very exciting.
Yes.
We have the Sailorebonite sculpture fountain pens. We talked about them not too many weeks ago right here on this podcast. We said they'd be coming soon. We did not lie. They are right here on the desk. We have not looked at them yet.
I have not looked at them. They came in yesterday.
I have one. You have another. You better have given me the one I want.
I have no idea. I don't know. So I have the Yokotsumi, and you have the Yoka.
The Yoka. That's the one I want.
Yako.
The Yako. That's the one I want.
So,
And
and I actually was too busy to actually open them up in the store. So this is the first. We're gonna make a lot of crinkling
I've
noise.
never opened a pen box before.
Probably need a scissors.
I'll take a pair.
Oh, so this packaging is cool.
A much larger pen than I expected.
This is nice. I like this already. So we've got
There was a little foam on the top, but once I removed the foam, I
Yeah.
have a pen, an ink bottle, and an envelope of some kind. Envelope.
oh, and then underneath is
Oh, that
There's a converter,
The
the
converter.
gold converter,
I
yeah.
have to have the converter. This is going to make some noise, but I have to see this pen. Okay, we got the packaging off. I got the packaging off. And this is a much larger pen than I had pictured when I saw the pictures.
this is super cool.
How close in size do you think this is to the anniversary pen?
I could step out and grab one.
We'll show you, we'll have Justin show you a comparison shot to the anniversary
It's pretty
pen.
close. Wow, this
And
is
it's
cool.
Absolutely gorgeous.
This finish is nice. It's almost like a sand blasted type of finish.
I wonder how they made it. It certainly wasn't with sand, but I've got facets. Do you have facets?
No, I don't have. Oh,
Facets.
that's cool.
With
This
the
is
little
neat.
circles in the facets.
Full size, 21 karat nib, not king of pen size. Ebonite barrel.
Inspired by the quiet of late night, designed to make evening journaling elegant. Each design reflects a different part of the night. 21 karat nib. They said available in fine, medium, and
Fine,
broad.
medium, broad, yeah.
Gold trim, the roll stop. There's no clip on these.
Yeah.
Each comes with a bottle of Sailor Ink Studio ink. Expected at the end of January 2022. What date did they arrive? Pretty close to the end of January.
Pretty much, yeah. Boy, that's nice, but it's a nice length. You can't. It's not postable. It does not post, but it's a nice length. That's beautiful.
Larger. Have I said they're larger than I expected?
Yeah.
Very
that's
nice. Very, very nice.
Really, really nice looking.
These will sell beautifully.
Let me see this one.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, that's great.
Well, this has a wonderful texture to it.
Yeah. So cool to see something different.
Yeah, they did a bang-up job here. Bang-up job. Have you heard the buzz? The Esterbrook buzz.
I was not expecting that. I have heard the buzz.
There's a new bee
in town.
You've got the old bee, I've got the new bee.
To be or not to be?
You take the high road, I'll take the road. They're both brass, but now they've come out with it in brushed rose.
That is nice, nice. Yeah,
nice.
so this is a book holder.
Yes, it's a book holder.
So it holds your book open, you slide it in the spine.
I'm sure we'll have Justin show us how that actually functions. I saw this at the Philly Pen Show.
Did you?
Yeah.
So the first time ever you saw something before me.
Interesting, isn't it? But it was with Carrie, of course.
Yes.
Carrie always shows us things. So these are newly released and probably going to be very popular. They are heavy.
Yes.
Because they're
brass. They're nice weight.
And the new one, just like the old one, continues to be $39.90 Hive. Remember? What else we got? I wanted to mention the JR Fantasia pen.
Yes.
It's the Esterbrook, because we had it here last week. We showed it. We said probably going to sell out by the time you see this podcast, and they flew out the door. Yep. But Mr. Anderson, being Mr. Anderson, got us some more.
Yeah, they did have some more, so I was very pleased.
And they're
a small selection
in stock right now.
Yeah.
I also wanted to quickly, we talked about this last week too, but we didn't have one with us. And they're not for sale yet, but we are allowed to show them. This is the TWSBI Swipe in salmon.
I like this color better than I thought I would.
I would almost call it coral.
Yeah, I like
What's the difference between coral and salmon? What were you going to like?
I like the way the clip looks with this color. It's just a very, very refreshing.
And it does have the clear. I was questioning whether it was going to have the clear section, and it does. Very interesting looking pen.
And then of course it comes with the two converters. One, the spring-loaded converter, which is just kind of fun. And then a regular piston.
It comes with the ink cartridge as well. So you get an ink cartridge, twist piston converter, and the spring-loaded piston converter has the ink window on it. Snap cap, which I really like. It's a number 4 steel nib and extra fine, medium broad 1.1 stub. Available for sale on the 9th of February. We can ship it on the 11th.
Yes. And I should mention too that while it's an international size, TWSBI actually made their own sort of proprietary international size that's much larger. It has a much larger capacity. So if you use the TWSBI cartridges or the TWSBI converters, they hold more than a standard international.
Can you put a standard international in it?
You can, yes.
But it doesn't have the same capacity.
But you cannot put the TWSBI cartridge in any other pen because it's too large.
Too large.
Yeah.
Too large. Along with the new Swipe, TWSBI sent us their pipe filler.
That's a
which
nice,
is a real actual piece of pipe.
A solid piece of kit, huh?
And we said that this will fit on your converter, but also the 580.
The 580. So unscrew the section, and then it'll fit in there, just basically like the TWSBI bottle.
And so you make like a mosquito filter.
Yes, yes.
The what were those, snorkels?
Snorkels. Yep.
But I'm impressed with that. That is a solid piece of metal.
Yeah, for $10.
For $10.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's specifically designed to get the last drops out of your ink bottle. And now we have something new. Field notes in 2 varieties.
I've just seen these right now.
Let me tell you about them. We've got one that is heavy duty. That's what they call it. It's the Field Notes Heavy Duty. Each pack contains a pair of memo-sized workbooks. The covers are made of extra beefy, super duty clipboard.
Can you say that?
Let me say that again.
Extra beefy.
Super duper. The covers are made of extra beefy, super duty chipboard. One is screen printed in DDC orange and the other in sky blue. I don't know what DDC orange is. I'll have to look into that. These are flip books. They're bound at the top with sturdy 00 wiring that I wrote as Saturday. Each book contains 80 pages, ruled on the front with double graph grid on the back.
Double graph grid.
In addition to the heavy duty, we have Field Notes Ignition. This is a 3-pack. This is a 3-pack. It contains 2 26-week planners. It splits the year into 2 books, giving you full spread for each week. Each page also features a bit of practical advice direct from Field Notes staff. The pages are undated, allowing you to start either book at any time. The third book is a checklist journal, features the popular screwhead device, which is great for to-do lists or bullet journaling. Or ignore the screwheads and use it as any other ruled notebook. The covers are made of water and tear-proof synthetic paper that will hold up to a year's worth of abuse. And here they are. I have them both right here.
This is a lovely,
heavy duty,
a lovely color, that
and
blue. Yeah.
ignition. That's sky blue.
Yeah. And then you flip it over and it's
Orange.
orange.
And these are really heavy duty.
Yeah, that's thick, real
Yes.
thick cover. Yeah.
This is a reporter's notebook.
Yeah.
Flip it over.
Probably too big to fit in your. Is it
Very
too wide to
likely.
fit in your pocket? Probably.
Probably. Although if you just
Well,
had one.
You could.
These are interesting because
Can not fit.
they're date books, really.
Yeah.
Where you
yeah.
get the whole week.
I like the idea of the checklist journal.
Yeah, I'm very interested in probably purchasing one of these because I want to see what the screwhead device is. The screwhead
I
device
think
is
the little.
a little circle with the Phillips screwhead in it, where you make lists and all that stuff. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Always popular too.
Yeah.
So, not that they'll be gone by the time you see this, but get them while you can.
And made right here in the good old Midwest.
Yep. Good old Midwest. They ship from Chicago. Are they made in
Yes.
Chicago?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool.
They're actually on the train route from Union Station to Milwaukee. You pass right by.
Oh,
the
so you
buildings.
wave at them when you go
Yes.
to Chicago. Oh, very good. They appreciate that. We did a contest last week.
Yes, we did.
The contest was please give me your tips and or tricks and or ask a question about pen cleaning. And of course, we have done the pen cleaning video.
Yeah, I think we
covered the question.
we covered everything.
I
and
have-
If there's something that wasn't covered, you know.
Well, you invited people to put that in the comments of the pen cleaning video. I got some valuable tips here. I'm going to read some.
Okay.
Marilyn Gardner said, my tip for cleaning pens is to clean them one at a time as soon as they run dry, rather than letting them pile up. Also, reward yourself by inking up a new pen and ink every time you clean a pen. That's pretty good.
Well, that also eliminates that whole need to this pen really isn't working, and you got to flush and clean it hard or more than you need to. If it runs dry and you clean it, it's going to be much easier to clean.
That makes sense.
You know.
I think I usually clean them before they're completely dry, though, because I'm anxious to change the ink. Nicholas Adams says, thank you. Fun and informative. The bulb syringe is the key. In the sink, warm water, soaking. Soaking, I do find helps. So I'll bulb syringe it and think it's really clean, and then I'll just put it in a glass of water and come back in 20 minutes, and there's ink floating.
Yep.
So the soaking helps. I have never used warm water. What are your thoughts?
I always use cold. Always, whatever tap is, yeah.
And because
one person's warm is another person's hot, is another person's, and hot water can damage. I know it can break up crusty ink faster, but it's not worth
the risk
of damaging possible risk of damaging plastic or feed or something like that.
Beth Cunningham says, using a bulb syringe to push water through the nib and feed helps to get most of the ink out of the pen, then place the nib and feed into a glass of water to soak up to a few hours to get rid of the rest of the ink. And that, I think, is the key to my pen cleaning. I had to learn patience. Usually I want to clean a pen and I want it clean and ready for new ink in 10 minutes. Once you give up on that crazy idea,
you can do it. I mean, if you're cleaning your pen right after it runs dry, it's super easy to get all the ink out.
After it runs dry.
After it runs, you get to the end of the converter, use that bulb syringe and push it out. It hasn't had time to dry up or crust up or get stuck anywhere. You can really get it out and get it done.
My experience, my problem is when I have the section and the nib and I do the bulb syringe 20 times, I'll put it in a glass of water and it will still start, ink will just materialize. So I know the bulb syringe I'm not using it right, obviously.
Well, I mean, other inks may, have a harder time to get out of your pen. than
That is
others,
true.
So.
The 123 that I used is very easy to wash out. Just disappears.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes you can literally just go one squish of the bulb syringe.
that is true.
And it's done.
I'm not taking into consideration the ink itself. Some are much easier to clean. And we have a winner. A random winner.
Fantastic.
For last week's contest is Harold Maringer.
Congratulations, Harold.
You'll have to write to me, eric@andersonpens.com, so we can take care of your $20 gift certificate. Credit to your Anderson Pens account. His comment was, I typically use cold water when cleaning pens. To thoroughly clean my pen, I flush with clean water, 10 to 20 times with a bulb syringe, and then let it sit an hour to overnight, flushing the nib section as ink leaches out of the nib section. This is what happens to me. I will leave it in the cup, and I'll come back next time I'm passing by, I'll see the ink, so I'll flush it a couple times again, replace the water in the cup, and put it back in there until it no longer leaches. And then I think it is clean.
One other thing you can do too that I don't know that I mentioned in the video, but if you're trying to get out all the water out quickly, so Harold mentioned leaving overnight, and that's usually what I do. I'll leave my pens overnight, and then all the excess water will dry out. But you can actually, if you empty out your bulb syringe, you can put that in the back of the section and force any small bits of water out to get that to dry much faster. Yeah, essentially.
Air-filled bulb syringe.
Yeah.
I think Harold was saying you leave your nib section in the glass of water.
Yeah. But I was just saying.
And I don't usually dry it. Usually when I clean a pen, I'm anxious to re-ink it. But I'm reading some people say to leave it 24 hours to dry. How important do you think that is?
The only difference is if you don't let it dry, there's going to be water in the feed inside the section, and it's going to dilute the color of the ink.
And it usually does.
Usually does. So if you look at the card that I gave you for InCoWriMo, I had just cleaned that pen and I didn't let it dry. And
so this is not the true color of the ink.
Yeah, it's very light, but it started getting darker.
Yeah, I usually live with that.
Okay. And if you're using a darker ink to begin with, it's maybe not as noticeable, but if it's a light colored ink with the water, it's going to be hard.
Well, obviously, if the feed is full of water, it's going to take a while to. But I usually put up with that much.
Blow it out or use the bulb syringe.
Oh, yeah. New contest. How's that sound?
Fantastic.
It's just a pretty simple one.
Great.
A basic, what do you prefer? The classic cigar shape or a flat top? Just let me know in the comments below whether you like the cigar shape or the flat top. What is mine?
Yours is a flat top.
I don't think that's what I would have answered.
No.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I think I like the cigar shape.
You like the cigar shape?
Yeah.
If you could only have one shape.
Cigar. Yeah.
Definitely cigar.
Once you put it that way, it would definitely be a cigar shape.
Yeah, me too.
Yours?
But cigar, absolutely. Yeah. I just think it's the most elegant.
It looks like a fountain pen to me. Not that the flat tops don't. They're still fountain pens, obviously, but in my head, the classic shape of a fountain pen has got a cigar shape to it. So to enter this random contest, just let us know down in the comments below whether you like the flat top or the cigar shape. You don't have to be right. You just have to enter.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? He was outstanding in his field.
Coming soon, 2 new pens from Retro 51. The Retro 51 USPS Love Stamp. It features the 2021 USPS Love Stamp silkscreened on the stainless steel barrel, accented by polished chrome trim. The top ring features an engraved USPS logo plus the pen serial number. This is going to be a running series in the Retro lineup. Each pen is topped with the heart finial and comes in a commemorative USPS packaging tube. The Retro 51 Route Master is an acid-etched barrel with the light texture paneling and rivets seen on vintage USPS vehicles. The barrels are then printed with the iconic Eagle logo and vehicle marking. There's an eagle on the finial, and it comes in the commemorative USPS packaging tube.
We don't have these yet. They
are en route.
En route.
With USPS.
With USPS. They're en route with USPS. And this is perfect for my month of InCoWriMo.
Yes.
I think I'm going to prefer the Love Stamp one.
Like the Love Stamp one?
But I'll probably have to get both.
The Route Master acid etched barrel.
Yeah.
That's cool. Rivets.
Plus, I am a big fan of the post office.
You are.
I am. I always have been. I support them. So I don't know that any other...
Is there a joke coming here?
No,
I'm just waiting for that.
I'm just a big fan of the post office. I think they do a great job most of the time. And I like InCoWriMo.
Yep.
These just seem to go with me. Yes. So I'm going to have to get both as soon as they get here.
And our mailman doesn't know it, but he's getting one of the route masters.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, get one when they come in.
Oh, I should do that too. I like my mail.
Although he does watch our podcast every once in a while.
Oh, he knows now then.
Sorry, Joe.
Oh, I should have mentioned that at the beginning. Luke watches every week.
Oh, does he?
So, yeah, he's a fan of Brian Anderson. He says you're making him want pens.
Great.
Yeah, that's what I
Great.
said. Come on down. I didn't tell that story either. We stopped in the store the other day when Justin and I were out filming location bumpers, and one was very close to the meat market. And I said, I'm going to the meat market, come on in afterwards. Luke Jacobs, the owner, was so happy to meet the voice behind the ink bottle dude. Because he likes jokes. He really likes jokes. He's always telling jokes. And so, okay, off topic, but yeah, he was very happy to meet Justin. Wanted a picture, autograph. We got something else coming soon. It's a LAMY. What is it?
It's an all-star.
An all-star.
In WhiteSilver.
WhiteSilver. I don't know anything about this pen, but I know I have a copy of it right here.
We just happened to get these in. Literally everything came in yesterday. So this is the new 2022 color of the year for the All-Star. It's this nice bright white.
It is.
It is a very
nice
very
white
bright
silver.
Yeah,
it's beautiful actually.
So really nice. It almost looks more like a Lux, but it doesn't have the little shiny finial on the top. Yeah.
Is the clip shinier than usual?
Or it sure looks like it.
Is it just shinier because it's reflecting off the pen?
I think that's the case. Yeah. Yeah. It's the same clip.
So we're gonna get this in fountain pen, rollerball,
ballpoint. Yep.
Soon. Don't know when though.
Yeah.
Probably February. Probably February.
I think so. Well, I think that's it. Thanks for joining us. Tune in next time for more talk about pens, ink, and paper.
Follow the blog for news, ink reviews, and all sorts of other stuff.
And you can check us out on social media as Anderson Pens.
I heard you have a store in Chicago.
We do. Ground floor of the Palmer House Hilton, 7 days a week. You'll see Lisa's smiling face behind the counter.
That'll be nice. Just stop in there. What's the website for that?
Chicago.andersonpens.com.
Please like this video. Please subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.